After all the hate I got, bro, I cannot believe that a whole comedian went and stole our joke, man.
You started it so close to the clap that I got so frazzled. Like, you didn't even give me a second to breathe. Can you say, no. It's okay. We can keep going. But I was just frazzled by the start of this podcast just now because it was actually a little scary. But yes.
Bro, can you, like, this is actually insane. But the worst part is, right, I know it's very taboo for comedians to steal jokes, right? That's their whole fucking thing. But, like, the worst part for me is not only did he get triple the views we got on just Instagram,
Okay.
he got all the good comments.
Yeah.
Like, bro, like, look, did you actually look through the comments and see what people were saying? It was actually people with brains.
The difference between his clip and our clip was that you said, like, you're stupid if you use Celsius. He said Fahrenheit's fire. He didn't really shit on Celsius. And, like, he made it about, like, Americans. And Americans love talking about themselves. So they felt fucking great when they heard somebody like, yeah, let's go America, who's not even American. So everybody was like, oh my God, yes, let's fucking go. This guy loves us.
Nah, man, the fucking, this is how we know our shit is actually banger. Because if we got people stealing, oh my God, I can't wait to drop another fucking clip for me to get fucking bashed. And then for, like, everything to, like, go smoothly for other people trying to steal our joke.
And when you first sent it to me, I thought it was just like the Fahrenheit thing, like where he said Fahrenheit's better than Celsius or whatever. But he dead ass said like percentage.
Exactly. That's the
thing
same thing. Bro took like, it was like, oh, you know, like, you can copy my homework but change it up a little bit. Like, bro, there was no change. It was like the same numbers. It was, if anything, it was like maybe like, oh shit, he said 80. Let me say 70. Like, that's what it was. Like, that shit was crazy. No cut.
I don't want to believe he stole the joke because I don't know when his clip dropped. When did his clip drop?
His clip dropped a week after we dropped our clip.
Yes, but okay, but to give this guy some leeway, just a tad bit of leeway, that's from like a comedy set. So I doubt like he recorded a comedy set and posted a clip same night.
Okay, yeah, but like, cause he had his subtitles and stuff. But like, come on, bro, that's like well, I mean, you've said because you've looked into like comedy stuff, right?
Right.
Like, so like, you know that it's like what, like you told me, I was surprised. You said it was like 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's probably like a 15 minutes.
Come on, that's like the whole thing then. Like that you just recorded. That's not hard to clip. It's not like us where we gotta clip a fucking hour 30, 2 hours. Like, dude said probably like afterwards, like this shit banged, bro. Like, they were really gonna get out here.
I want to give him the benefit of the doubt just because I don't want to like shit on the guy. Like, if he wants to come on the podcast, he could come on and explain himself.
Yeah,
but
steal some other jokes.
Maybe it wasn't. maybe you stole the joke from him.
No.
Did you see him live?
No, I didn't. But bro, nobody as dumb as me, no cap. Like, nobody trying to make these jokes and actually believe him. That's why it didn't even sound believable. He just sounded like he was like, yeah, like kind of talking. By the way, this is fake beef. Like, to be honest, like, I really don't care. I care more that like the motherfuckers are not in my comment section.
Yeah.
Being funny and like actually having a good time.
He did get really nice comments. Like, his comments were all very positive, whereas ours are just like shitting on us.
Yeah,
really.
man. But what I will say is we actually got some support. So if you want to go show some support, be like, hey, man, like, fuck it, you stole this clip. Nah, but like, in reality, it's all fake beef. It's all fake beef.
Spam his comments. We posted on our Instagram. Spam and be like, come on the podcast. We dropped the clip first. That's it. Like, spam his comments. I don't give a fuck. Like, what's he going to do? He's not going to read all the comments. We're going to get, what, like 3 people to comment on that fucking clip?
Right. Bro, it's not even going to phase all the fucking fame he got from the other comments. But moving on from that, this is the day after the Oscars when we're recording this. Sorry to ruin the immersion. But, like, it's been a year since Will Smith slapped the fuck out of Chris Rock live on TV. How do you feel about how did you feel when you saw that? Like, were you ever feeling... Because I know people were complaining about that for, like, months. Where they're like, oh, I'm still traumatized over the slap. It's a slap. Like, it's not really, like... It's crazy that you walked up and slapped a comedian, right? But, like, it's not, like... I don't feel like world ending that it happened.
I just didn't even know it was real. Like, I thought it was fake. Like, I thought it was part of like the show or whatever. And then when that motherfucker was like dead ass, I was like, oh fuck, like this is dead ass. The biggest news break wasn't even like the slap. It was like everyone trying to figure out if that shit was real or not. That's what like kept it alive for like a week and a half, because everybody was like, no way, that was real. Like, that was fake, right? Like, that was comedic timing. And then the shit came out from like one of the like an Asian country's recording of the Grammys where they don't bleep shit because it's in a different language and they don't fucking realize. So there was like Will Smith cursing at Chris Rock. Me personally, I'm a bitch. I'm not gonna hit nobody over nothing.
So if somebody see, like for me personally, I like he said the joke so smooth. I didn't even realize he said something that was like bad. That's my thing. He was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
G.I. Jane." I was like, "Haha," and then like, "Oh shit, bow!" Like hit him with the extra crispy slap. But
Yeah.
like, I don't think I would like ever, especially on a TV setting, just go up like do
Yeah.
that in front of TV for something that wasn't that serious. To be
I
honest.
just didn't even understand the reference, to be honest. It just flew over my head. I wasn't watching
Yeah.
the Oscars at the time. I didn't really give a fuck what was going on. I saw him slap him. That's what made me interested. We were talking about it. And it is what it is. I think, like, if people want to be angry, they can be angry. I also think, like, you have, like, this thing called jester's privilege. If you're known for telling jokes and you're a joke teller, like, you can get away with that kind of shit. Like, you should be able to get away with that kind
Is
of
that
shit.
what Jester? I've never heard.
Yeah,
that.
jester's privilege is like the king would keep a jester, and like the jester could make fun of the king, but he could get away with it because like he's a jester,
Oh,
he's the
shit.
idiot. Like no one's gonna take him serious because
Would
he's
you
just
feel
telling.
comfortable like fucking making fun of your king like that? Like
Nah.
when does it get too far? Be like, oh shit, like the king balding, and then like boom, executed.
That is literally like the jester's privilege though. Like like as a comedian, you have that leeway where even on here, right? We're not like comedians, but like we can get away with saying certain jokes within a certain context because it's under the lens of comedy. If you take some of the things we say outside of the lens of comedy and just look at it as a standalone statement, it's like, oh yeah, you'd get in trouble.
Yeah,
But if you look at it in context,
yeah, did you end up seeing the Chris Rock special that he released? I think it was
No.
very recently. He got a lot of shit from that, but that shit was mad fucking funny.
I didn't watch it.
You
I
didn't
haven't
watch it?
watched
Yeah,
it.
well, we're not gonna tune into that, but
I did hear one of the things he said though was like about like he watched Will Smith in like 12 Years a Slave.
oh
Or-
yeah,
Is that
He
the
was like,
movie? Wait, was that the movie?
No,
Or
I don't know if that was the movie.
Emancipation.
something like that. But he was like, hit him
Emancipation.
again, hit him again. Felt kind of weird laughing at that, but like
It's-
it was funny.
I don't know. I didn't watch the special, but whenever someone makes so like I listen to a lot of podcasts, and I was into one podcast where they're like, oh, they're trying to cancel him, but you know, like when he goes against the left, and I'm like, left and right media exists or whatever, but like it's not always like the anti like everyone's like, oh, people are saying it's not funny because the woke left, but it's like no, sometimes shit's just not funny.
Yeah,
Like some of
sometimes
those
it's
jokes
not
just
hit.
don't slap. Like I'm sorry, like stand-up comedy is cool. Some jokes are funny, other jokes are ass. When your shit flops, it's not because the left is after you. Maybe just a possibility your shit fucking sucks.
Yeah, that shit was fucking
Like,
ass.
because realistically, none of the clips we've ever posted, right? All those somewhat
There's been
controversial.
some mid ones.
But no, I'm not even saying like mid. Like I'm saying even like none of them have been like how do I say, like no one has said this clip flopped because it's too political, like the left is after us. Like
Oh.
some of the clips flop because they're just fucking bad, or like
Yeah.
they're just not as good as other clips.
Mhm.
But I feel like once people get to a certain level of fame, like let's say Chris Rock's fame or like these famous stand-up comedians, and like their shit does bad, they're like, oh, of course it's gonna do bad. The woke left, like it's not always.
Yeah, I don't
Maybe
think,
your
I
shit
don't
just
think it's that
sucks.
serious. I'm very sad that like I didn't watch the Oscars yesterday, but I was tuning into like social media like, okay, let's see if something wild happens like yesterday. Like did somebody else get slapped? Did somebody else get suplexed? Something. Nothing of that happened. I feel like it was very wholesome across the board. I mean, did you end up watching anything at all?
Bro, I don't know how I'm gonna like drill this into your head. I don't have a life outside of podcasting and work.
This is terrible.
I am I am the embodiment of podcasting.
Bro, You are podcasting personified. That's really what it is.
I don't take in any outside information. I don't let like other things influence me other than my own brain. I don't take other people's opinions. I just live life under my own microscope, and I don't even move.
This is so weird because like I mean I didn't grow up watching the Oscars, but like I feel like we've talked about this not on the pod, but we've said it. It was like this is really like a not an old people. I don't want to say old people,
It's
but
an
like,
old people
you gotta
thing.
be grown to like watch the Oscars. Like my like I know my parents, right? They'll like tune in just to see, be like, oh, I want to know if this fucking actor won for whatever. Like when Hugh Jackman was playing Wolverine, my mom be like, oh, I gotta make sure my husband win. Gotta be tapped in. My dad be like, oh, Scarlett Johansson, gotta make sure she's tapped in winning. But I just tune in and be like kind of like okay, this is kind of boring. 5 hours of watching awards. But after watching some of like the speeches that went on yesterday, I'm like, oh shit, this is actually like really wholesome. Like,
I think it's because I saw that Brendan Fraser and
Key
something. I'm not gonna try to
Hugh
pronounce his
Kwan?
name for the sake of not
Key.
sounding
Yeah,
racist.
it's Key.
Key and Brendan Fraser won like awards after like being out of the cinema. And while very wholesome, the thing I do want to say, even going back to your point of being like, oh, it's like an older people thing, like your mom's like, oh, I want to see my husband Hugh Jackman win. The movie star is dead. Like the movie star doesn't exist.
Like the one, like, oh, this is the Hollywood.
This
hot
is the
guy.
Hollywood hot guy. Like there's no more Brad Pitts, there's no more George Clooney's, there's no more Angelina Jolie's, because the idea of a movie star, like no one goes to watch a movie for the actor anymore. Like there's no actor, like a new age actor that everyone's like, oh, I have to go watch their
like,
movie.
Like this is, I've rarely heard this is my favorite actor. I have to go see like what films they're doing. I feel like the last Hollywood hot guy that I can remember that was like maybe not in every film, but I was like talked about a lot was Channing Tatum when he was like
when he was like getting bigger,
like
yeah.
in Magic Mike, Jump Street and stuff like
Was
that.
he in
That
Hunger Games? No.
No way.
That was Josh Hutcherson.
Yeah, I recently rewatched all the Hunger Games. We might not get into it, but that shit's fire. Yo, like a lot of those Hunger Game jokes slip through your head. Not even jokes, just like, damn, this shit is real. Like if you go back, like Hunger Games withstood the test of time. Have you ever watched the movies? Have you read
I
any
watched
books?
the first two. I never watched the last one.
Okay, you know what? You didn't like the first two is where the peak was, to be honest.
Yeah, when he fucking dressed up as like a cake or something. He was like a cake dresser.
Yeah, he was like that was. You know what? That was a stupid ass plot.
The most
right
ridiculous
there. Like,
shit in the world.
Yeah, shit. I decorated Happy Birthday so I can make myself a rock. Like that shit is wild.
Yeah.
But when you skip past that and look at the world and its stuff, like the dystopia, like you're like, damn, this shit is peak dystopia right now. And then you got all the other mid series that came out afterwards that like kind of
Wait,
flopped.
they had spin-offs?
Not spin-offs, but people were trying to like dive into the dystopia, like
Oh,
Divergent.
Oh,
Well, I heard
Divergent.
Maze Runner. I saw the movies; they're okay. I never read the books. I heard the books were pretty good, but like, the Hunger Games is the dystopian story.
Nah, Hunger Games, yes. You're definitely right. Like everyone tried to recreate like a Hunger. I mean, the thing is, like they didn't try to recreate at least on the movie screen, right? Because like those books have been out. Like it's not like they're new books or whatever. They're books that have been out. I don't know how long they were out before movies were made, but yeah, the Divergent series, Maze Runner. But yeah, it's like again like Hunger Games came out, people watch because it's the Hunger Games, but also like Jennifer Lawrence and Josh Hutcherson. The celebrity, hear me out. The celebrity is dead. The celebrity is dead. I think now there's so many like micro celebrities. Like it's not even just like A and B list celebrities. It's like A, B, C, D, and then like TikTok celebrities.
Yeah, and then you have like different subsections. Like, oh, this is the best young actor. This is the best older actor, male actor, female actor. And like you got so many subcategories now that like everybody has a big following relative, like for example, like to us, right? Like this person is like has 3 million followers, 4 million followers,
Yeah.
or whatever, but they're still not like there's still a bunch of people that are like, who is that? But like before, it used to be like, oh, everybody fucking knew who these people were.
Bro, I know locals. Like I know people that are like a city over from us. Like I know them personally that have like 2-3 million followers on TikTok. It was my water bottle.
Okay,
They have 2-3 million followers on TikTok.
and I still haven't
You-
heard.
I,
I
like,
still haven't made it to
The
North.
most randy scrandy motherfuckers in the world. Like they're just walking by you. And it may be in like their small subsection of the internet, they're kind of famous, but they live a city over, which is not like a crazy city to live in by any means. And I'm not shitting on them for living like that, but that's what I'm saying. Like it's so crazy how like on small sections on the internet, you can be this really big person and then be absolutely nobody to the next.
Yeah, I know. I've talked about like with my parents, for example, on like what if you blew up as like a social media like presence, like talking about like, well, the latest thing I was like, oh, like somebody stole a fucking joke. My mom went off like, oh yeah, people like, cause she's a singer. She's like, oh yeah, people always gonna try to take your shit and like do random stuff, but you really just gotta like make sure you not copyright, but you know like this shit is yours. Like don't get too
Yeah.
hung up over it. But like they're not really involved. Like I'll tell them like, oh shit, this shit popped up like 200,000. Like,
Yeah.
yay! But like they're not really like involved in giving ideas because they don't know the space. They don't listen to podcasts. I know like for example your parents. I've heard them say like some like at least from your dad, where he'll be suggesting like some stuff.
Oh, yeah. My dad will send me like TikToks that he sees and he's like, you guys should do a TikTok about this. But he doesn't really understand it either. Like, I'll tell my parents we got like 2 million views on something and they're like, is that good? And I'm like, yeah, it's pretty good. Like,
2 million of you watch that shit's kind of crazy.
but in like, yeah, it's just like it's good, but if you can make that into more than just those 2 million views, like that's the hard part. Like it's gonna sound crazy because it took us a long time to get that many views, but it's like getting 2 million views is easy. Translating that into an audience is hard.
Yeah, you just hurt my feelings, bro.
But like going viral, like having a viral moment,
Of course, it could
is
just
unplanned.
Be
It's unplanned. Like we didn't plan for that shit.
Shit blew up a week after.
But that's what I'm saying. Like that shit is it's easy just because we didn't have to put in any extra work. Like we were doing the work that we were already always fucking doing for the podcast, and then it just so happened. Like that's why when I say it's easy, like obviously we're like doing the edits, we're like fucking recording a show, but yeah, like, but even blowing up, right? Because I remember even on the last pod when you told me like the conversation you had with your parents about OnlyFans, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to like touch more on that, we can.
Yeah, I was just gonna mention something else beforehand.
Go.
Oh no, I was just gonna say like, for those that remember that are keen listeners and viewers, when we did that Shakira joke, with what's fucking PK?
Oh
Yeah,
Shakira.
that was props to Dad.
Oh yeah.
He was like, "Yo, what? Like, just tag Shakira. This shit gon' bang." We were
They
like, "You
think
know
it's
what?"
that simple,
yeah, like,
bro.
right on, bro. It'd be like anybody you talk to, be like, "Oh, you just message them, ask them if they want to like be in your show." Be like, "I wish it was that easy."
Yeah, let me just fucking DM Ninja to play fucking Fortnite with me.
Yeah.
Like that's not how this works.
Like talking with like an older generation, like whether it be your parents, grandparents, whatever, regarding social media, it's always so funny. I know I didn't get to touch base on the OnlyFans thing, but that's something that came up in conversation. It's come up in conversation over like the past 2 years, kind of.
Oh damn.
Yeah. Not because it'd be like, oh shit, like you trying to.
Do your parents have an OnlyFans?
Not that I know of. Hey,
Dude, I think they're trying to. If they keep bringing up OnlyFans, I think they're trying to tell you something.
They're
man.
not bringing it up. Like it just so happens to come up.
How does it come up?
Okay, so like, what would we? Okay, so for example, right?
Can I give you an example of how it might come up?
Sure.
Your mom and dad are like, "Hey, we started an OnlyFans."
No, would I reveal that? Hey, I think I would. To be honest,
No,
like,
you would not.
bro,
That'd be
what the
crazy.
fuck? If they, make my parents money to fuck, they need
No,
to
no,
retire.
no,
Oh
that's
man,
crazy.
you know what? I might be bold enough to do it.
I'm too much of a hater to let you do that on this podcast. Like my worst enemy could not get that out of me. Then everyone's gonna like. I don't even want to say.
And they're
it.
broke.
Like,
and they're poor.
no, I don't want to even say like. I don't want to be disrespectful to your mother, but it's like everyone's gonna see, you know, like your mother, you know, like getting like. Wow,
Hey,
like for lack of
back
better terms.
broken.
Don't say that about your mom.
I'm sure it's happened.
You think your dad be laying down dick like
Bro,
that?
I was made.
Your dad does have mad kids, so he probably got good dick.
Hey man, I don't know what it is, bro. Like, you know, recently, like we're gonna go back to this topic, but like there was been another like fucking what's the word? Motivation to start to work out. I can't let this 50-year-old man outdo me when he was my age. I can't allow that.
What are we talking
Like,
about?
like, I can't let my parent look better than me at my age.
Oh,
like, right?
okay.
That would motivate you. Be like, yeah, bro. Like, you look at you. Like, I looked way better at your age. Like, oh nah, I can't let that slide now.
The thing is, like, where we were from, like at my age, my mom didn't have food, so it's like, yeah, my mom was super skinny, but it's like. She also didn't eat. Like,
I can't super compete, right? Like I can't get to my dad's level because dude was in the army, bro. Dude was fucking built. But
I mean, you can compete. Join the army.
Absolutely not. But like, I'm not gonna get recruited. That's fine. But back to the thing, right? Talking about like OnlyFans and stuff with my like the perspective my mom gives about it, because my dad be kind of quiet, to be honest. It's really like my mom, because like I feel like I have a pretty good relationship with them where like we could really talk about anything without it being like, I guess, super awkward or anything like that. So I brought up the topic, and like at first, maybe like a year, 2 years ago, she was so against the idea. But then like she saw on Facebook Amaranth get promoted to her, and then did like it was like statistics and stuff, and she was like, damn, $1 million a month or whatever the fuck Amaranth. And she was like, hold on. I can't really be mad at nobody's hustle no more, because if they're making this kind of money, like that's fucking insane. Like, I've even asked her for just for fun, right? Be like, yo, what if I made OnlyFans, how would you feel, right? Because I always throw little curveballs, be like, okay, if I was gay, how would you feel? If I was like whatever, how do you feel? Just to like, you know, get a basis. And like her response to me, be like, okay, what if I made it OnlyFans? Her response was like, oh yeah, I mean, I wouldn't really get mad unless shit was ass. That's because she was like, I'm not gonna be ready to look on Facebook headlines and be like, Kevin Zavala's latest video 30 seconds long. Be like, that shit is fucking ass.
To be honest, like I don't. Okay, this is embarrassing to say, right? But I'm gonna say it. Like every occasion. Like, let's say I'm doing OnlyFans for sex work, right? Because you can do OnlyFans for other things. You don't have to only do OnlyFans for sex work. But I'm assuming, I'm assuming you're talking about it in the sex work aspect.
Oh yes.
I feel like every occasion is a different occasion for me. Sometimes I perform well, sometimes I perform bad. Sometimes I give bad dick. Like, it's just the truth. Like, I'm not batting 100%. Every time I go to bat, I don't hit a home run. Sometimes you hit a little foul ball, sometimes you strike out. So I don't think I have the capacity to start an OnlyFans.
I wouldn't be able to do it live, bro, because hey, everybody's been through it. Lasted 5-6 seconds or whatever, 7 seconds if you're lucky, bro. That should be so fucking embarrassing.
It's just so humbling. Like, you don't understand. Like, you hype it up this whole time, and you're finally getting to the moment where you're about to finally see with this girl that you've been wanting to see with for a fucking long time, and you just you guys been talking crazy to each other, and then the day comes, and you're a 2-pump chump.
That shit. I mean, oh no. Oh fuck. I just lost my fucking train of thought. I feel like I was gonna say something about fuck. Oh my fucking god. I was gonna say something and then it just barged in regarding the fucking pump. But if it was live, son, I would delete my account afterwards because the comments about to go crazy, bro, regarding that.
It's not how long you last; it's the recovery time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Oh, like rounds?
It's like let's say you nut fast, but then your dick just gets hard again. But then she can't be mad.
How do you? Okay.
Well, she can be mad. She could be whatever she wants.
That's what I'm saying. How do you even work through that?
What do you mean?
Not you personally, but actually.
Well, oh no, me personally. One time, for those of you that are in my family, cover your ears. But one time I had intercourse with a young lady, and I was a 2-pump chump. I 2 pumps. 2-pump chump. Listen, I'm just being honest. I don't give a fuck this on the internet. I don't care. 2-pump chump. And then they kind of shit on me for they were like, if they listen to this, that's hilarious. But they were like, damn, I can't believe I caught a body for this. Verbatim. They said
my shit not getting hard after that, bro.
Son, I had I couldn't get it up again. And it's not even I was just just so you know, that's it for me for the night. I can't do this anymore.
All right, now next question. Do you think it's because shit was fire, or were you just nervous that it happens?
No,
not that situation. I'm just saying in general.
No. I'm gonna listen. I believe people tell me this, and I have a hard time believing it. Maybe because I got a turtleneck. I don't know what it is, right? But what I do know is that the first go, right? The first
round.
Let's say the first round, yeah. It's for me personally uncontrollable. No matter what I do, it's I can't control the timing. People.
So it's a recurring thing on.
No.
Round one.
Not the nutting fast part. It's just I don't. Sometimes I might be fast. Sometimes I might be slow. Sometimes I might be too fast. Sometimes I might be too slow. But it's also if it's the first time I'm with somebody and I have really wanted to be with them and I'm nervous, have you
ever had an urge to record it? To be like,
what?
Have you ever no, not
no.
your nut, bro. Have you ever had you wanted to make a film? Have you ever wanted to make a film?
I mean, sure.
That doesn't sound confident. Either you want to, you don't want to. Be
it's just
this shit would bang.
Me personally, I know I can't do that many things at once. If I'm focused on filming, it's a bad angle, I'm gonna be pissed.
Set it up.
No, I just
You're not a setup guy. You gotta be POV.
It's not even I'm insecure about the way I look, but you ever there's certain things in life where if you think about it from the third perspective, it probably looks so awkward. And having intercourse with somebody for the first time is probably so fucking awkward.
I just did a quick glance. There's no mirrors. Have you ever?
Yes, I have had intercourse in front of a mirror, and it's very fun.
Wow, that's
it's a very entertaining time.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Can we stop?
I don't feel. Yeah, we're gonna move away from this.
People are gonna know. Listen, guys. I'm a slut. I don't know how to tell you guys this. I've tried not to.
Juan got dangling chains in people's faces. That's really what it comes down to.
I don't own any chains.
Oh, okay.
But in my time, I have been I like I'm not easy, but how do I explain this without sounding like the worst human being in the world? I'm not gonna further explain myself and dig myself deeper into this grave.
All right.
I have had experiences. Get tested, folks. Be safe. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, you're young. You're experienced in life. That's cool. That made me sound like I was fucking like 50 years old. That's not what
I'm not experienced.
We're gonna move on from that. Okay, so like another thing that was like when we mentioned about OnlyFans when they came up afterwards was like my mom was super confused why some people I don't know what she was watching, but she was like, oh, people are mad that you're getting sexualized for your content, like as an individual, but like now that's your job. Like her thing was like, if you are, for example, like a soccer player, basketball player, football player, and people are like, oh shit, like this dude is built different. This woman is like really built, like volleyball players, like this one like beautiful, handsome, or whatever. Like they're just built. Like they're not gonna get mad at you because they worked for this. Okay. But like, how do you feel? Like, do you think like it's right to be upset if people are sexualizing you when you're making sexual content?
Like outside of the content, yes.
Really? What?
It's
okay,
like,
can you give me an example?
It goes for anything. Like at the end of the day, people aren't their profession.
Okay.
So like a soccer player, yeah, whilst they might be looked at as a soccer player, I'm sure they get fucking annoyed when people are like, "Oh my god, it's my favorite fucking soccer player." Like, yeah, you worked for it, but at the end of the day, it's a job. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, you are like outside of my job, I'm not really an engineer. Like it's like that joke that my parents will like their phone will break and then I don't know how to fix it. They're like, "But you're an engineer." And I'm like, yes, but I'm not a fucking phone engineer. Like today, the clock at work wasn't working, and I took it down, and I didn't know how to fix it. And they were like, "But Juan, you're the engineer," and I'm like, "I'm not a clock engineer,
I will quit
guys."
right now.
Yeah, like I'm not this type of engineer.
Okay. I can understand that point. I guess I'm leaning more towards my mom's side a little bit.
But what do you mean by like sexual? Like the
like I don't know. For example, like people like are showing like attraction to you as a like.
But are porn stars upset about that?
I don't think it's like, I don't know. That's what she said. Like I guess it's like more general. Like if you're doing something like this, you can't really get mad that like people are like sexualizing your content. But I think no, it wasn't deep fakes. It was like something revolving around like leaked content or something like that.
But that's a whole
that's a whole different thing.
Because if someone leaks your content, then they're like stealing your money. But I don't really see.
That's low key free promotion.
But it's not when you make your money off of it. Okay. Like, it's like the reason that like YouTubers take down clips channels.
But that's dumb. I think that's dumb too.
I think it's dumb too. Like personally,
you're being promoted. Like unless it's like somebody like you're not stealing their content. Stealing in the way that like you're not mimicking it. You're just taking it, maybe putting a Subway Surfers and then posting the clip. But more people are gonna find out who you are that way.
I think if you're small, I think if it for like the really really large YouTubers, it doesn't affect their pockets. But I do think, in a way, it hurts small creators in terms of like making money. Okay. Because while it's free promotion, not all promotion equals money. Because that's even the thing I'm telling you. Like you see people that have like millions of followers on TikTok and they're making less money than like me or you. Like it's not always like, I think if you're a big creator, I don't think it should bother you if you're making money regardless. But if you're a smaller creator that's like nickel and diming it, then yeah, it's like it's kind of fucked because they actually need that to eat. But yes, I see the promotion aspect of it too. I don't know, but even the thing about porn stars where it's like, I personally have never seen anyone complain, but it's like maybe on their content outside of like the industry, because I think if they're like posting, man or a woman is like posting like a nude, it's like very specific what their intent is. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I think it was like what she was watching is I think like X porn star, like I know a bunch of like ex porn stars went to like Twitch or to do social media and stuff like that, and I know like, well, that part I understand, like that was something they did, but like they're trying to move away from it now. Yeah. But like the internet does not forget, like so. But
while the internet doesn't forget, I still think the people who regardless sexualize them are wrong. Like yes, but like yes, how do I explain it? You're not your profession. Like at the end of the day, like they're not their profession. If they're doing something outside of that industry, then they should not be regarded within the construct of that in like the construct the I don't
know what
fucking
word
know
you're
the
looking
word.
for right now.
They should not be like within the binds of that industry. Like if an ex-porn star is on Twitch, then they are streaming. They are a streamer. There's no reason you should be in their chat like show me a titty. Like that's fucking wrong.
It's fucking weird.
Like it's fucking weird. And yes, like they should be fucking mad if someone's in their chat when they're not in the industry and they're like show me a titty. You know, it's like you're a fucking weird guy. Like don't do that shit.
It's so weird trying to like not trying to have these conversations, but these conversations coming up in general, just because like social media, I feel like has evolved into like a lot of promoting of like more promiscuous content. It's just being allowed more. Like there's just a bunch of trends and stuff just coming up, and like bro, like if you even mention or like think of the idea of something, it's all over your For You page, and it's so hard to like like not even For You page, but like ads, fucking those like pop-ups like Russians in your area are like waiting for you.
Those only come up in certain pages, brother.
Hey man, when you're trying to watch some
quality content,
yeah, like it's really rough out here. Even like some of these when you didn't have a Crunchyroll account.
Oh,
and you're
Kiss Anime.
Yeah, bro, you're fucking leaking the sauce, bro. They're gonna take down like all other websites.
That'll be fine, bro. These motherfuckers are not watching Hear Me Out the podcast. We're in English, bro. That's a Japanese website.
Yeah, man, but the For You page really be telling on you, bro. You like, yeah, man, you really scroll. You stay on one thing for a little too long, and that's really your whole vibe now.
No, because we have some actual things going on that HMO page.
What?
Because somebody, I'm not going to say names, but somebody been watching a lot of big titty content.
Is that me?
Off the Hear Me Out the podcast TikTok page.
That can't be me, bro.
Because every time I go on the Hear Me Out the podcast TikTok page, our For You page is just baddie after baddie after baddie after baddie.
And the Cuber.
But my personal page is just funny shit.
Nah, man. Fixing my For You page has been a struggle.
I think we need to fix the HMO For You page because there's somebody, I'm not going to say who, I'm not blaming anybody, but it's looking like somebody's been doing some dirty deeds on that TikTok page.
It cannot be me, bro.
I don't know.
No way.
If my phone wasn't recording this podcast, we could literally do the TikTok test. Have you done it?
The 10?
The 10?
It'll be like funny, league, women, funny.
Yeah, baddie. But if you do it on the HMO page, but that's the thing. Do you actually watch TikToks on the HMO page?
No.
That's the thing.
Like the only thing, like, bro, I've seen the same when I've uploaded. Shout out College Cuber, friend of yours, not mine, but like shout out him. He be doing good stuff. Whenever I upload on the For You page, whenever I upload on HMO, I'm looking at the same College Cuber video on loop until that shit uploads.
Probably because it's on. You're probably on like the following tab.
Yeah, so it's really just it. Oh my god! And if he's not posting, I'm like, I pray for him to post at this point.
Why?
Because because
it's not new.
Yeah, it's not new. It's the same clip, and like sometimes TikTok takes forever to upload stuff, and you're just there like, damn. And like, I mean, I read somewhere it's like, oh, don't move around like the TikTok because it like ruins the quality. There's a bunch of myths on TikTok.
There's a bunch of fucking.
I don't know what the fuck. Like, oh, close the app super fast after you upload it, or you're just not gonna get no views. Like, there's a lot of shit. I'm gonna trust some of it. I'm not gonna mess around. But like, yeah, man, the College Cuber be there just like rotating, and the same fucking audio rotating until shit gets uploaded. And then from there, that's it. Write a comment. Scroll through the fucking like to create activity, and then that's it. Like, I'm not out here commenting on fucking HMO.
We should start
just commenting on random stuff.
Start commenting. Be like, hear me
make
out.
Make it a whole page. Like, actually, use the page.
Like, use the page. Like, but every time we comment, we say, hear me out.
We gotta make the. Oh, no way.
Why?
Like, just raw hear me out.
No, not raw hear me out. Or if like it's a baddie or something, we could be like, hear me out.
Dot.
Like,
yeah,
I'm gonna let.
Yeah. I'm gonna let you handle that aspect.
Yeah, it gotta be someone that's non-conventionally attractive.
Nah, man. Trying to change your For You page is so fucking hard. I once got called to like pick up some groceries or do something, and I accidentally left my phone open, and it was like on, like I don't know how if you could turn it off or on, but like sometimes you'll scroll and you'll
Autoplay?
get a not autoplay, but you'll get like a live,
Yeah.
and you have to click it to go to the live. I left the live open, and it was just like an ASMR content creator, and it was just looping for like, oh, not looping, but it was on the live for like 10, 15, 20 minutes. Oh my god, man. Like after that, anytime I scrolled, it was just more people popping, touching the mic, whispering in my ear, and that shit is so weird, bro. Yo, hear me out. If you're into ASMR, you are fucking weird, man. Like that is not entertaining. It's not relaxing. I'm not gonna fall asleep to this shit.
Yeah, I'd rather listen to like gunshots in the background and hear the fucking little like that shit
Pluck,
pisses
pluck,
me
pluck,
off.
pluck, pluck. I don't know, man. I never got into that shit, bro. Like people like watch people eat. People watch people like crush Play-Doh or like what do they call it? Do you know what they call them? They're like not receptors, reactors, like some shit like that.
No idea.
But like that shit is fucking weird, man. Like and trying to leave ASMR TikTok was so fucking hard. I was like, damn, they got millions of people on here listening to this content.
Nah, you know what they were doing on TikTok for a while that I think TikTok cracked down on? I don't know if they were like, if they cracked down on it or I just like finally like evolved from that. But it was like women that were like fake getting fucked. Did you ever come across those lives?
Not those.
Where it'd be like a woman and it'd just be like her showing her face and she'd be like her
Oh,
she'd be
no.
like shaking.
Fuck me like you want me.
No.
That
I'm
one?
talking about like a live video. But like
Oh.
it'd be like you can't see them getting fucked and like they're faking getting fucked. You've never seen that?
I've never seen that. I
Oh,
can't say.
I
I've
wish I
ever
could
gone
recreate it
so
without
far.
looking fucking crazy. But it'll be like the phone is set up and they're like holding the wall or whatever, and you can't see their ass. Like they're like standing like this.
Oh, demonstration.
And you can only see the front. You can only see the front half. You can't see the ass, but they'll be like shaking as if they're getting fucked from the back.
No, I've never came across this.
Okay.
Hey, man. All I'm saying is this shit not coming up on my For You.
It doesn't
page.
come up on mine anymore. Or like it'll be like they'll be fake giving head.
No, man. I
Bro,
can't.
they used to do that shit on Twitch too, but like on Twitch they would like give
What?
Like
I know
they-
the hot tub streams were big. I didn't know about any of that though.
Yes, they used to like fake give head on Twitch, bruh.
You know what? The Sims are probably going crazy on those fucking donations. Hey, if it's working, it's working. But nah, I can't say I've ever came across any of that weird.
Maybe I'm just on the wrong side of the internet.
Yeah, man.
That's what I'm telling you. Like these micro celebrities, bro. Like there are some Twitch streamers that be doing that shit that I'll probably recognize in public, and I won't gladly recognize them in public. It'll take me a little while. Like, oh, I know her from somewhere, but I will recognize them.
I've seen you at 1 a.m.
Yeah,
before.
and I'm not even. That's the thing of even about this podcast. Like, I'm not even worried about like shit blowing up because it's such like a niche. Like, even podcasting is such a fucking niche. Like, when the video blew up for like a day or two, I was like, oh damn, all my coworkers are gonna see this, that, and the third. But like, no one has ever seen. No one even knows like my Instagram at work. No one knows anything about me at work. You know what I mean? But that's the biggest thing that I'd be scared of. I'm like, damn, people are gonna know me at work.
That
Like
digital footprint. better
that
go
digital
crazy.
footprint's gonna fucking beat my ass. But that's the thing. We even talked about like the digital footprint, right? Like I know there was something along the lines of like the longevity of it, right?
What do you mean by longevity?
Like, because a lot of times, a lot of like the criticism like women on OnlyFans have, or like people on OnlyFans have, like in conjunction with sex work or whatever, is like, oh, they're not gonna like, they can like find a real job eventually because this isn't gonna last you forever. That's what I'm saying. But but a lot of like the criticism people have is like, oh, like you're never gonna be able to find the real job with this. Like, yes, you are.
like wait,
yes.
sorry. With I
Outside of the realm of like
podcasting?
OnlyFans.
I'm
I'm saying like no, but even podcasting, right? Because it's like, oh, you've said some crazy ass shit on the internet. You're never gonna be able to find the job. Like, yes, you will. That's what I'm saying. Like, even like
somebody that don't know.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, even like people that get fucked and post videos on Twitter of them getting fucked or them fucking somebody, like they're gonna still find a job one day. And they're gonna have a career, a successful career, and no one's ever gonna know who they were in the past. Because although the digital footprint is forever, not everyone's looking for footprints. Like, no one gives a fuck.
we got like I forgot. I think I mentioned it before. Actually, I don't know if I mentioned it before, but it's like you got people like actors from Euphoria. They're getting cheeks spread every single episode hosting these events, and people still don't know who they are.
But even like that's why even it goes back to the movie star is dead. Like there are probably I could walk past the most famous celebrity and I won't know who the fuck they are.
I think I'd cry. I mean, I know like. If we ever get Sophia on, she could talk about her MVC experience. Bro, I would go fucking crazy if I had her job, and like, you're not allowed to like fucking interact with the celebrities. That's so fucking weird to me.
But there's no celebrity that I like want to. That's the thing too. Like I don't even want to interact with these people.
Really? There's some people I feel like I would like to interact with.
I don't know any of these people.
That's why I want to interact. That's why you meet with people.
You're saying like you think you'd enjoy it though.
What do you mean?
Like you think? Why do you want to interact with
people? Shit, that shit. It could be cool. Be like, oh shit, like what y'all know about this? We got Jenna Ortega in the house. We got fucking.
But do you want to interact with them just solely on the fact that they're a celebrity?
Maybe.
Okay, but that's different. But me, obviously,
yeah, because I don't know them. What else would it be for?
I'm like fake I'm like fake telling the truth right now because yes, I would probably still be like, oh my god, like a famous. Like I would hype it up because like I'm a faker. Like. If there was a famous person, I would take a picture with them and be like HMOX. Like I would lie. But I wouldn't take a picture because I'm like, oh my god, I'm the biggest fan. There are like a handful of people that I'm a fan. Probably like the Uruguay national soccer team. Of like 2 or 3 of them, I would take a picture with them.
Really?
But other than like a movie star, I can't think of a single one. Is it just because
they're the Uruguayan team?
Yeah, just because like I like soccer. But outside of them, it's like I don't really know. That's what I'm telling you. Like these people are not that famous. Like they're not that famous anymore.
I don't know. There's people that are blowing up now. Like shit. Like you see all these fucking like. Oh man, I wish we could fucking talk about it. I want to talk about The Last of Us. So
I mean,
so
talk
bad.
about it.
Well, no, because like I didn't even watch the final episode. I gotta go watch that shit. Shit was fucking gas. That shit was a fucking peak series, and you still haven't watched it, have you?
No, I don't watch TV, unfortunately.
Oh my god, man, it was so fucking good. For anybody that's out there that hasn't, this isn't even promoted, but like, bro, that shit is so fucking good. Tap into your fucking shows and movies. Do you like not? Well, I mean, what like do you just not like watch anything? Like
I just watch anime.
There's nothing like new that you want to like. You hear whether it be good or not. You just want to go like see it just to see what people are doing. Didn't you say you wanted to try acting?
Yeah.
So.
What do you mean?
Like, you want to be an actor, but you don't want to go like.
What do you mean? I don't want to go
movies?
what?
You want to go watch movies?
I go watch movies. I watched 2 movies in the past 2 weeks.
Really?
I watched Ant-Man and Creed.
Oh, you watched Creed?
We talked about it on the last podcast.
Oh,
we talked about it for like 40 minutes.
What?
No
did. Way.
We did.
All right. Well, I don't know much about that, but like, no, I like going to the movies. Like,
I like
one
of the movies.
I might fucking like get the fucking AMC subscribe shit and actually go watch fucking movies like when shit comes out. I like being entertained. And the thing is, I'm not even like a person that's like, oh shit, this movie is fucking ass. This movie's good. If that shit was entertaining, I'd be like, that was a good movie.
Yeah, I just like I don't know. While I do like a good story, I also just like bright lights and flashy things, and I'm like,
simple human.
Yeah, I'm very simple. Like if you have like some dude flying off a building, I'll probably be like, damn, this is really cool. I really enjoyed this movie.
Superhero movies, yeah, man. I don't know. I feel like when like movies like back to like kind of the Oscars thing, like the movies, like I know, everywhere, everything, everywhere, all at once. Shit won like 7 awards and was nominated for like 11 of them. That shit was a good movie. I feel like I need to go rewatch it again just because I thought it was good, but like I didn't think it was like as peak as everybody is saying it was. And yeah. I don't want to take anything away from the actors because like there's actually such a heartwarming story with Key. Like shit is actually like dude was out of the industry for like what 30 plus years and then came back and like made it happen. He actually had an emotional speech. Like that shit was.
Do you think that maybe he wasn't in the industry because he fucking sucked?
No.
Like maybe he just wasn't a good actor.
I don't think so.
And maybe that's why he didn't get roles.
That's such a hater thing
But
to
the
say.
thing is because it's so easy when you get that confirmation to be like, and I'm not hating on him. I'm literally just playing devil's advocate. Like it's so easy once you get that confirmation to be like, "Oh, yeah, see, like never give up on your dreams." But for every Key, there's a million people that acted 30 years ago that are still not working. Mm-hmm. That are probably great actors too that are still not working. So, yes, it's like follow your dreams. You might be a great actor. Yes, but very true.
Yeah, it's a very like I do agree though with you. That
yeah.
It's a very like far-fetched dream that's like kind of crazy. Like most people, me, I would have given up way before 30 years of trying to like break it in the industry again. Because if you have already made like a movie like Indiana Jones or something like that, or like Brandon Fraser with The Mummy, and then like constantly being mistreated and just being pushed away from the industry and like fighting to get back in there, is, I feel like it'd be too much for me. I don't know how you feel about that.
I think I don't mind failing. I don't mind it. But at a certain point, it's just like a matter of reflection. Like, it's really easy to fall into the fallacy of like, I can't do any wrong. Like, my work is good. My work is good. My work is good. But at a certain point, you have to reflect and be like, maybe my work has sucked. Maybe things aren't working out, not because of timing, not because I haven't gotten the right eyes. Maybe my shit just sucks.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like a sad reality to face. And I'm not saying like, I'm not taking it away from the actor or whatever. I don't know the guy. I could care less, really, if I'm being completely honest. Like, but it's really easy once you get that reaffirmation to be like, oh, see, never give up on your dreams. Because I'm telling you, for every guy that has succeeded in his dreams, there's a million guys that have failed. And I'm not telling you this to then tell you give up on your dreams, because I'm a dream chaser. I will fail a million times before giving up on my dreams. You know what I mean? But for those people that aren't as strong-willed as me or other people, and I'm not even that strong-willed, but for those people, at a certain point, it's like, yeah, and it's like a fair emotion to feel. You know what I mean? Because at a certain
Like wanting
point,
to give up.
yeah, because at a certain point, it's like I'm telling you, it's really, it's gonna sound crazy, but it is a dangerous rhetoric to be like, follow your dreams sometimes. Like, because at a certain point, your dream might not be realistic.
Yeah, it could be super destructive, not only to you, your relationships around you, like any sort of like, whatever realm you're surrounded with. If you're just like so focused on like, this shit has to become true, this shit has to be made happen, and you just fall into that hole and like literally like lose with yourself. You start like, you know, not taking care of yourself. You might fall into like stuff like substance abuse or whatever, trying to chase these dreams that like could potentially be unobtainable or like have such a small percentage to succeed that like you and then you look at people like Key, for example, like Brandon, that like have made it back into the industry, and you're like, that should be me, or that could be me.
But also, it's like those like that's also another thing, right? Some people want to get it without the work. Like, some people are like, no, my shit's gonna fucking blow up. Like, my shit's gonna blow like, this shit is gonna blow up. They don't progress. They don't make any changes. They're like, no, my shit is gonna blow up. My shit is gonna blow up. And it fucking doesn't, because you started this dream in 2010 and now it's 2023 and you have not changed.
You're still on step one.
You're still on step one. So, yeah, maybe dreams do come true. And I'm a firm believer in dreams come true. Like, dreams do come true. But it's not going to happen for everybody. It's just not. And it's also subject to like surrounding yourself with good people, because like, let's say you want to be a musician really fucking bad. Let's say you want to be a rapper, but you fucking suck. Like, your music is just bad. And for 10 years,
SoundCloud rap.
Yeah, but like, no one tells you your music sucks. Like, you're surrounded by a bunch of people that are like, no, your music is great. Your music is great. And then 10 years down the line, you're like, everyone around me tells me my music is great. Why don't these labels want me? Why don't I get a bigger audience? Well, maybe your music fucking sucks.
Yeah, man. I can't imagine being surrounded by people that like are only like yes men.
Yeah.
I don't think I would ever want to like. I feel like even in our relationship, like as a, you know what I mean? I mean,
co-host,
HMO podcast hosts. We're not yes men to each other like at all.
Yeah.
Like, we'll really call each other out on things that happen,
But-
things that need to be changed. But like, how far does your criticism go? Not criticism. How ruthless could you be with criticism, and how much criticism do you think you could withstand?
That's the thing. That's literally what my point was gonna be. Like, if you're around people that only give you criticism, get new friends. Like, there is a big difference between like constructive criticism and just hating. Like right now, I was just hating. Like, that was me hating. Like, your music fucking sucks. I'm not being constructive. Like, your music fucking sucks. I'm not saying about a specific person. I'm just saying, like, me telling you your music sucks, or like someone telling you, like, let's say someone watches the show and they tell us like, that shit's cringy. That's not constructive. That's just hating. Like,
right. The podcast of all time. That doesn't help.
That's just hating. But I do think there is a level of
Tact?
criticism, and it's just like it's not what you say, it's how you say things, and
Tact.
it's also and it's also how you, I don't know, because there are certain things that are personal, right?
Mhm.
There are certain things that are personal. So
What do you mean by that?
if someone's like, Kevin, I fucking hate your glasses.
Okay.
That's just personal. Like, no matter what, you're gonna wear your glasses. You like your glasses. Someone's like, Juan, you talk too much. I'm like, oh, too fucking bad. I talk too much. Like, that's just me. Like, I'm not gonna change that.
Mhm.
Those things are things that don't and never will get changed. You know, it's just who I am, and it's like there are certain things that you won't change about yourself. And whether they're good or bad, I'm not saying one or the other, but it's certain things that are like, oh yeah,
I
you
feel
can.
like that's a dangerous mentality to fall into.
No,
Because, well, I mean, like, no, I feel like it is dangerous because of stuff like, oh, that's just the way you are. But like that isn't excusable for stuff like being an asshole.
well,
or
that's
like,
different. But I'm talking about like small things. I'm not talking about like, yeah, if my fucking like if my tendency is to beat women, then yeah, like I should probably stop beating women.
that's
Like,
just the way he is.
yeah, that's not just the way you are. You're just a shitty person. But if I'm in a room and people are like, oh damn, bro, you like you're fucking annoying. I'm like, oh, you're just a
Thanks.
dick. like what the fuck? That's not really, you know, that's not really anything that's something I can change. If someone finds me annoying, then what the fuck am I supposed to do? Just stop talking to that person.
Yeah, I think I don't know what the word is. Not take criticism. I don't know what it is. Not hard boiled, but like, hey, bro, I was fucking flamed by all of fucking Europe, and I'm still here, man. Like that shit, I'm phased to be honest. But I don't know if I would be able to do something like in acting. I mean, I think voice acting would be cool, but I feel like this process will be the same. Like you hear a lot of like people trying to like break into acting or like go into their auditions, and it's really like you're just mistreated, like, oh, like thank you, like next or whatever, like going through that whole process, driving, waiting 8 fucking hours to go do whatever audition, and then for people to treat you like shit, like, yeah, move on next, we don't want you. I don't know if I would be able to do that, and I feel like, yeah, I don't know. How do you feel like you would be able to take, like, if you really wanted to break into acting, like you personally, do you feel like you would be able to take that level of criticism?
Yeah,
But that's not
different, though.
constructive.
But it's not criticism at all. If someone's just like, I don't want you for this role, well, that's
Mhm.
not criticism.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
I don't want you for this role. If someone's like, you didn't get the part, that's not criticism. That's just rejection.
I don't know, but it's not even the rejection. It's how you get fucking rejected.
I mean, how you get rejected to me doesn't matter. Like, obviously, if someone's disrespectful and like yells at you, then yeah, like you can take offense to it. But if someone's like, you're not fit for the role, or they're just like, oh, we don't want you.
Of course. But like,
How do you react to that?
I know. But like, this, like, breaking into the acting scene, I feel like with how like people that are new, because like, bro, like people that are like not movie stars, but like people that are higher up on the fucking list, like A tier, B tier, whatever, they get treated way different. Sometimes they don't even have to audition; they just
Yeah.
be given rules, be given roles.
But that comes with like work. That comes with
Of
like
course,
your CV.
of course, like they all went through
Yeah.
this, unless they're like, you know, nepo babies.
Yeah, it's a grind. Like, nonetheless, I think it's like DMing a pretty girl, right? If she doesn't respond, like, I'm not mad at her for not responding. I'm just like, oh fuck, like she just didn't respond. Or like if she does respond, then I don't have anything else to say. Like, oh shit, that's on me.
Yeah, I mean, I know you'll see like women post screenshots of people like, hey, like, yeah, I think you're really cute. And then like an hour later after no response, it's like, fuck you, bitch. Like, you really,
Yeah.
you was ugly anyway.
It's just, hear me out. It's so hard to transition from the initial like DM. So like the hey, you're pretty. As a society, we have to get a better like original message, because that hey, you're pretty, there's nowhere to go from there. And if they respond like thanks, like what are you gonna say now?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not in the game, but if I was in the game, I feel like I'd be completely lost after the initial like, yo, like I feel like I'd throw everything in the first message, like, hey, I think you're pretty, let's meet up, let's go here. I have plans to go to a restaurant.
I literally like come up with my best joke for the initial thing, and then if they were like, I'm not even planning for them to respond. Like, you realize, like, I'm shooting my shot and closing my eyes. Like, I'm not anticipating a positive response most of the times. I'm anticipating failure. That is what I'm doing. I am anticipating falling flat on my fucking face. So when someone like catches it and they're like, oh, what's up? I'm like, oh, I didn't think I would get this far.
Damn. Have you ever? Cause I know. Well, I don't know. Has somebody ever like matched your energy, and then at that point you don't know what to go from there?
Yes, 100%. It happens all the time. Like the thing, like my father would always tell me, it's like, you already have the no. like the worst they can do is say no, which isn't the
Which
worst they
is
can
not true at all.
do. Which
bro.
isn't the worst they can do. But you already have the no. Like without trying, you've already failed. You know what I mean? Like if you didn't try at all, then you already have the no. Like if you didn't even try to shoot your shot, if you didn't even try to go for that acting job, you didn't even try to apply to this job, you already have the no. You already don't work there. You already don't talk to her. You already aren't acting there. So what?
Okay. Yeah. Like I. Okay.
So me personally, like if I see a pretty girl, I'll be like, hey, I think you're gorgeous. Like it just is what it is. Like
In public like that.
not in in public. Like I'll just throw a couple of damn
Do
she
you
bags
feel like
out there.
It's like, you ever see that TikTok? Not TikTok. We'd be like, yo, like over there, that is the prettiest girl I've ever seen, bro. Like she really my wife. Go talk to her. No.
Yeah, that's literally me. But I don't know. The dating scene is just crazy. I mean, you saw that TikTok that recently went viral, about that girl who like left mid date because the dude was like cheap or whatever.
Yeah.
So-
I don't know. I feel like I'm a very like not frugal. Like I just don't really like spending my money. So if shit is expensive, especially like the TikTok that we're like mentioning
Yeah,
is like
context.
is like woman goes to eat with woman gets invited to go eat with a man at a
At the
restaurant.
date restaurant.
Yeah, and dude is like he orders a cheeseburger and then he was like he was fucking
He ordered a
talking-
regular burger and they're like, "Do you want cheese?" And he was like, "Does that cost extra?" And she was like, "Yeah, $3." He was like, "I don't want the cheese." Then he was like, "Oh, everything's so expensive nowadays." So she got up mid dinner, they ate or whatever. Got up, she paid the bill and left, and made a TikTok like, "Oh,
Yeah, I
like,
was like, I never want to see you again. Like that shit is fucking weird, man. Like,
I have like a take though."
oh god.
Because so it is weird. It to me, but also the dude is weird. If you're on a first date, like that's living above your. Like, when I was broke, I was not going to places I couldn't afford.
Of
I was
course.
not.
Yeah. Of
Like
course.
if you're gonna nickel and dime on a first date, like bro, you should not be on that date, or like you should have picked somewhere else to eat. So like people were shitting on the girl, but part of me really agree with her. Like being with somebody who like nickel and dimes like that on a first. If you're listen, I'm the type of person. If I'm already out, I know I'm spending money. That's it. Like I'm not gonna complain that shit's a little more expensive. At that point, you're just paying. Afterwards or like the day after, yeah, you can complain or whatever. But if we're all out in like a group setting, I better not hear anybody like, damn, you should like. I'm the type of person where I
won't
don't
complain
want.
out loud. I might just not buy anything.
Yeah, but I'm the type of person that I don't want people to miss out on an experience. So if someone does think it's too expensive, I would rather just pay for them so that they could have the experience and like not even worry about the money. Even going out to eat, if someone's like, I remember I went out to eat with a couple friends and somebody was like, damn, I really want this dessert, but it's expensive. I was like, order the fucking dessert. Like I'll pay for. Like don't do that. Don't do that around me. Like we're not gonna do this. I don't like
know.
that.
Like, I feel like I'm the same. Like, I feel like I'm the same way. Where it's like if somebody wants something, and I feel
Just
like I
fucking
can,
buy
yeah.
it, bro.
Well, no, not that. Like, I'm not gonna like force them to. Do
No, but I'm
something.
saying like all.
Yeah.
I'll buy it.
That part, like, yeah, like I got you. Like, I'll cover you. But like me personally, like for me, I'll be like, damn, like, all right, like we don't really need to go that crazy
But the
tonight.
thing is,
But that's something I need to work on. That's like a flaw from like growing up poor, where I was like, damn, like what if I need this money elsewhere? Like what if I need this for another situation? When in reality, like, yeah, I just need to work on like spending my money and like just being happy and okay with enjoying myself to the
Yeah.
fullest in an outing without putting yourself in debt. Because I know
Obviously.
about fucking Hispanics, like you could really go, especially the men, the machismo. You could really fucking peer pressure a fucking adult male into making the worst financial decision they've ever made, and then be in debt for years just off of like, damn, you really can't afford this.
Yeah.
Off some like, you're really bitching right now.
I feel that way about pretty women.
What?
Like, I feel like a pretty woman can convince me to buy anything. I was at a club and we got bottle service and we bought one bottle, right?
Okay.
We bought one bottle and then the girl came around with like our check and she was like, "You guys don't want nothing else?" And she was so bad. I was about to be like, "Yo, give me 6 more bottles, bro." Like, just however much my card lets you
Bring
put
the
on
menu. Point to what you want.
It. Yeah,
Add
I
it to
did.
the bill.
I'm so bad, bro. Like, I really could be convinced to yeah. That's why I don't go to strip clubs.
Oh my god.
Because
bro.
they will convince me to
You
like
better
pay.
fall in love with the strippers.
No, it's not even about falling in love. It's like I'll be like, yo, like I could really pay for your college tuition if you want me to.
What?
I could really
That is
like
crazy.
I'll pay for your kids' daycare, like if you need me to. If you absolutely
Oh.
need me to, I'll pay for your kids'
That's
daycare.
another thing, yo. Like, I know people be shitting on the radio, but you be hearing some interesting questions on there. Some people, and it was heated debate on the fucking radio. I don't know if they were having like a discussion session or whatever, but people were calling in angry as fuck.
What was the discussion?
Like a woman with a child was like, oh, like a man invited me out to eat, but I told him, I was like, oh, I'm a mom, like I can't just leave my child, like you can't always expect me like to drop off my child at grandma's house or like a babysitter. Like if you want to go out with me, you have to pay for the sitter. How do you feel about that?
I'm paying for it. Depends how bad she is, to be honest.
Oh my god,
Like she's bad.
the badometer.
Yeah. The badometer is like a lot of things. Like very bad, I'm paying for the sitter. I'm paying for the sitter. Ugly, I'm paying for the no. Honestly, I'm paying for the sitter. Like a guy like me, like I'm just paying for the sitter. Listen, if I really want to go out with this girl and that's the thing that's deterring us from going out, fuck it, I'll pay the sitter. If you want me to bring a meal back for your kid, I'll bring a meal back for your kid. If you want me to, I'll bring back a meal for your kid.
My kid?
Like the girl's kid.
Uh-huh.
But now if he got little friends over, then they're shit out of luck.
Done.
Like they're shit out of luck at that point. And it depends how old the kid is too. If he's like 14, tell that grown ass man to get a job. But if he's like 6, then yeah, like I got you.
I thought you were gonna say tell that grown ass man to stay at home by himself.
Nah, I mean that too. If he's 14, he should stay at home. By
we were getting left. We were getting left at home at illegal ages, bro. Like 9,
I don't even
10.
want to say because CPS might come and take me still, bro.
Bro, I almost blew up the house. I think I mentioned that before.
Yeah, you have, yeah.
Oh yeah, and then you got mad at me because I threw water in an electrical fire.
Oh yes, bad guy. But fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say.
I was just touching up on that, like while you think, like at first I was like that's kind of crazy, but then like once people started giving their takes, I was like, oh shit, you know what, that does fucking make sense. He's in the wrong because like not him, but she was talking about like anytime it happens, people get like, oh shit, I'm not gonna pay for your fucking child, like that's fucked up. I'm not gonna pursue this any further. But like as a mother, like now your first priority is now your child. If you want to come into this like life, then you have to be prepared for like both of us. You can't separate me from the child because this is part of me now. So like if you can't even like want to help pay for a sitter or whatever when you want to go out with me, I already know that your priorities are not gonna line up with my priorities because my priorities lie with my son first.
Yeah, but even then, I don't think the person that doesn't want to pay for the sitter is fucked up. I don't think so at all. I think there is a fine line, and if that steps over someone else's boundary, like the same way I don't think she's fucked up for requesting it, I don't think he's fucked up for declining it. Like there's been moments in my life where people have like asked me for shit and I'll be like, nah, like if that's the case, like this just isn't gonna happen. But that's more mature than being like making a big deal out of it, you know what I mean? Because I don't think the guy's fucked up for not wanting to do that shit. Like one time in my life, I was younger.
How much younger?
Yeah, I was like 4 years younger probably. I was like 19, 20, maybe like 21, maybe 22, maybe 23. I don't know. This was like a while ago though. This wasn't recent at all. Just for logistics purposes, I have to make sure that this wasn't recent, okay? But like whatever, I lived with my parents. I live with my parents now, but I lived with my parents at the time as well. And some girl was like, she brought up the idea of like, yo, we should get a hotel room, okay? So then we're chatting back and forth about it. And then obviously like I have a job. Well, I didn't have like an engineering job at the time. I was still in college. And I was like, oh, well, like what do you, I had a job. They did not have a job. They never worked. They were on like mommy and daddy's allowance, like that type of shit, which is a whole, we could get into that too. But I asked them, right? Cause we had like, she had asked me. So I was like planning whatever, making a reservation. And I was like, what are you going to contribute? And they said, myself. When I tell you I canceled that reservation so motherfucking fast. It's not even the fact, like, that's the thing, bro. Like, I would not even charge them. Like, that's not even the thing.
You just
like,
objectify yourself.
It's like, it's not even that. It's just, you ain't even offer. Cause
not
like,
even napkins.
You ain't even offer like, oh, I'll pay the meal. Like, I'll pay for like, if we get food, I'll pay for like a bottle of liquor or something. I don't know. You ain't even offer. Like, you just automatically assumed I was paying for it when you asked me to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
I think the person who asked the other person is responsible for the date.
Of course, yeah. Like, if you're the one that's interested, like, then
I'll still pay for it all the time. But I think the other person should offer. Like as a dude, not saying like men need to pay. I will always pay though. Like I don't
you're
care
a
if they invited
gentleman.
me. Yeah, not even. I just think I don't know. I don't care about money in that aspect. Like money comes and goes. Like if it's like that, then of course if somebody like really wants to pay for something, like I'll let them. But usually like I'll just pay. And that's not even just on dates. Like if I'm out with friends and stuff, I'll always put my card down. Like it's, and I'm not saying this to say like, oh, I have money. Like no, not at all. Like I don't have money like that. But it's just like a convenience thing for me too. Like I'd rather just pay. But
I'd rather pay than owe somebody money.
yeah. But it's just like the fact that they didn't even offer.
Yeah, man. It's so strange. Like, I guess now you have a lot of these in the dating scene. There's a bunch of like standards, I guess you could call them. Like, oh, like this is what like your man should do. This is what your woman should do. But I feel like the weirdest fucking I guess not even standard because it's not everybody, but there's people that just want to be taken care of, which is like weird. Like you're a man child, or a woman child. Like at like, bro, how old? You said you were 19, 18?
I might have been like 21.
Okay, how old were they?
Same age, probably like 20.
Yeah,
21.
like you're an adult now. Like you're like a super young one, like a 0-year-old adult, but like you're still an adult. Like you should be able to contribute something.
What I just didn't like about it was like this person would get like an allowance. Like they had a card that had money on it that was not their own money. It was like mommy and daddy money. But they would use that money for like shit behind their parents' back, but wouldn't use the money. That's the thing. I wasn't even asking them for any money, right? I want to make it clear that I didn't. It's just like the
I don't think you'd be a bad person if you were either.
No, yeah. I wouldn't be a bad person if I was like, pay me
bro.
half of the fucking thing.
Right.
Like, not at all. Especially, I think if you say you're going to pay for something, you should pay for it. Regardless of what the situation comes down to, like, you should pay for it. And I stand by that. Like, I know, like, I'll give some people a hard time about it and, like, jokingly pretend like I won't pay for shit. But if I say I'm going to pay, that's it. That's it. Like, I'm going to pay. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, if it, even with the situation with, like, a girl in, like, a hotel room, something like that, it was a crazy situation. But it's like, if I say I'm going to pay, then I'll just pay. Like, no worry about it. But if you invite me, if it's like a both of us type of thing.
This was your idea.
Yeah. And then you're just, like, assuming I'm going to pay for it. Something about that just doesn't sit all the way right with me.
I don't know, man.
Like, I was still going to pay for it. Don't get me wrong. I still paid for it. But
when I hear situations like that, I'm just like, bro, like, it's so fucking weird because, like, you don't really want a partner or anybody. Like, you just really want a caregiver, to be honest. And that shit is fucking weird on both sides. You got, like, men that are like, oh, shit, like, my woman gotta be able to cook all my meals for me, do all my laundry, crazy. Do fucking wash the kid. Like, bro, you really want a mom? Like, that's fucking weird.
I'll be honest though, like the one thing like I would want like a wife to do, like the one thing, just because I hate doing it, not because like I think women should be doing it. I want that to be very clear. I'm not saying because I want women to be doing this. Like the one thing I just would like my wife to do, just because I hate fucking doing it, is washing clothes, like folding clothes. Hear me out. Folding clothes was the worst shit ever invented, bro. We should just throw all that shit in like a bin and pick it out as we go.
Nah, man, you're fucking crazy for that. I as soon as that shit is out the dryer, right to folding.
Nah,
I can't do that. Bro, people in college used to throw, like, you just see in baskets, bro, and then like all their shit got a million creases on them, and like now you look crazy.
Off camera, you guys don't see it, but we have a bin full of my clean clothes that has not been folded for like 3 days now.
Nah, man. Yeah, people used to sit for so long on it, like, bro, be an adult and fold that shit.
It's just the folding and putting away. And the thing is, I wish you guys could. One day we're gonna do like a room tour, like before I move. Like, my room looks like a studio. Like, my room, I don't have any dressers. I don't have, all my clothes goes in my closet. Like, this, I have 3 desks in my room. 3 desks and a bed. Like,
this looks like a bunker.
It's so bad. And like, oh my God. I didn't even realize.
Yeah, it literally, like, I like now it literally looks like you would try to survive the apocalypse in here. Like,
and it's just so empty. I took out the paintings I had. I need to put them back up, but it looks just like empty as hell.
You gotta start with a mirror, bro. You gotta start with a fucking you need a dress. You gotta add some. There's like, yeah,
it's literally just desks.
Yeah,
like it's literally desks.
Yeah, you got, I don't know, a little razzle dazzle in there. Throw in. Wait, how did we fucking how did we get to the room?
Well, we started talking about like the folding clothes.
Oh, you said like this is what a woman. should
Yes,
do. Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Not that a woman should. No. A
Oh,
woman,
sorry. Yeah.
What? Because
No, that your woman. Should
not
do that.
she shouldn't do it. But like, if she like
You
offered,
would want to
I would.
do it.
I would be like, yo, great. Like,
I think that's fine. You can say I want my woman to.
but
do
I don't.
this
I
for
hate
me.
saying like I want my woman. Like that sounds so great.
Why?
I don't know.
That's
'Cause she's
your
not
girlfriend.
mine. Like, yeah,
That's
I
your
would-
girlfriend.
I would
your
like-
wife.
I would like if my partner,
My.
if yeah, oh, right.
Like
But I would-
that's what it is.
It'd
like,
be
you're
cool
mine.
if me and my, or maybe like 1 week on, 1 week off. Like I'll do it 1 week, you do it the other week, or like I'll wash all the clothes. Like I'll put all the clothes in the washer and dryer. I just hate folding clothes.
Nah. I feel like it's safe to divide up work and then be like without it being this weird. Like, oh my god.
It's
like,
not weird with your partner, but like saying it out of context, like my girl should fold my clothes. It sounds bad. You
people
know what I
gonna
mean?
think, People gonna think something about.
Yeah,
shit.
and I don't think she should fold my clothes, mind you. I think it would be nice if me personally, I just hate folding clothes.
Nah, I feel like I'd be able to divide up tasks. And
No,
be
no,
okay with
100%.
it. Not, but be like, okay, I'm never doing this, but you're never doing that.
But even the thing you say about like taking care of somebody, I think logistically, if it makes more sense for me to work and my partner not to work, I'll be 100%.
Yo, oh my god.
Like if I'm making
the dream is stay at home husband.
Yeah.
Oh my, I'd go crazy. I mean, not like, but I'd go like, yo, that shit would be fucking
Yeah.
lit. No cap.
like if I made enough money where it just like didn't make financial sense for my wife to work, then I would just be like, hey, like don't work. If we have kids, like just raise the kids. Or if she's making a substantial amount of money,
But that's a little like I don't wish stay at home parents anybody, to be honest. That's a
Nah.
24/7 job.
I'd be down. It just
No
depends.
way,
but I just mean
bro.
like, yeah, obviously
Oh,
like
you
if
sent your niece and nephew to daycare.
I
'cause
don't
you
send them there. My sister works. My brother-in-law works. They
exactly.
have to.
So you couldn't take care of both of them at the same time.
What do you mean?
Didn't you say? Well, I don't think you said it here, but like you sent them off to daycare.
I didn't send them off to daycare. They
Oh.
took them to
Yeah,
daycare
then why didn't they stay with you?
because they pay for daycare, so they're gonna go
That's
to
not
fucking.
per day. It's like a subscription.
No,
based thing?
it's like a fucking private school or some shit. Like you pay per semester.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know that.
Yeah, like they're
So
they're paying
you would
for
have
that
been
shit.
fine being with the two children.
Yeah, what the fuck? Those are I love those kids. I'll do whatever for them. I'll just give my nephew mad snacks, put on the good show,
Oh my god.
and like I'll just hold my niece if she cries too much. Oh well,
Nah, divvying up tasks, like I feel like there are some tasks that like
but that's what I'm
shouldn't be
saying.
touched on. But like for example, like unless shit is really bad, I'm gonna be the one that shovels the snow. I'm not gonna be like, get out here, get a shovel.
Nah.
That's just fuck. What? You
My-
make your
My
make,
girl's shoveling snow, bro.
Damn. And you at making cocoa?
No,
Are you
we're
shoveling
both
too?
shoveling
Oh, okay,
snow. Like
okay,
I'm not saying
okay.
like I'm sending her out there
But-
and I'm in bed. Like
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
we both
you know what?
shoveling snow. It depends.
No. I'll be like, you know what? I don't mind. You could be in bed, but by the time I come in, some hot chocolate better be made.
The
No,
thing is, like, my mom was always mad independent, bro. Like, if there was snow out, like, my mom used to be shoveling snow with my father, like,
making it happen.
like making it happen, bro. Like, everyone was contributing. That's the thing. I think in a household, everyone should contribute. And like they was waking me up at 6 a.m. to fucking shovel snow, like little ass like 8-year-old. Like I couldn't even pick up the shovel the right way.
Mhm.
But I don't know. But I do agree. Like it would. I wouldn't be super comfortable being at home all the time. But if it just like because dude, daycare is expensive. Like daycare is expensive as
having a
fuck.
child is fucking expensive.
But no. But like daycare is expensive. If we let's say it costs more to send them to daycare than like one of us makes a year, then we might as well just not send them to daycare and you not work. You know what I mean?
But at that point, like when you get home from work, now it's your turn to take care of the kids.
No. That's
what?
her job. No. I'm
what?
joking.
Oh my god!
But it's not
no.
even like it's not even like a give and take like that. But I'm just saying like if it makes sense logistically, I would be okay with like financially supporting my partner.
Nah, I'm
100%. I would be 100% okay with like financially supporting them. Or if like my partner wants to go like further pursue their education, they don't want to work while they do that. Like let's say my partner wants to go to law school, like medical school, or like dental school, or even like get a degree. I'm
no
like,
kids or with kids.
let's say no kids, with kids, doesn't matter. I would 100% be okay with like, yeah, like stop working. Like I'll take care of the finances and you go figure out what you want to do. I would be 100. But the
I
thing
know I'd be
is,
down for that too.
if there's no plan, then not. Like if
Like,
it's
you're
just
gonna
like
be at home.
if we have like if you just want to be at home, I don't think I'd be cool with just like financially providing 100%. Like there needs to be some
What if she's
contribution.
bad, bro?
Then maybe, probably. If she's bad, then yeah, I would just
She
like
asks
pay
you
for
real
everything.
nice, bro. If you could buy the whole menu, you'd be like, oh, yeah, you can stay home. Yeah, you can stay home.
Brother, like I want you to understand, like I will do anything for a bad woman. Like there is nothing I won't do for a bad woman. I would let her cheat on me if she's bad enough.
Wow, that's crazy.
If you're a bad girl that likes to cheat,
He'll
hit
apologize.
me up. Hit me up. I'll be like, I'm sorry that I wasn't enough of a man to keep you around in my life and keep you from cheating. I'm sorry that you cheated on me. That's the type of man I'd be if she was bad enough.
This is fucking weird.
Or like it's not even bad. Like I don't even want to like boil it down to looks either, but I don't know. Some people are like a rose petal to me, you know?
What does that mean?
There are certain flowers, right, that you pick up and you don't even think about it, right?
Oh god, I'm gonna have to think real hard about what
Like
you're
there
saying
no,
here.
but there are certain flowers, like let's say you're walking through a garden. There's some flowers that you just pick, right? Like you don't even think twice, like you'll pick it out fast. But then like you see a pretty little rose, right? Like you'll be gentle with it. You don't want to like break the petals. You don't even want to do nothing. And you know, sometimes you come across some like weeds in the grass that you just pull out. And other times you see that rose that you're like, I gotta be extra careful with you.
I don't know what this went. I don't know what this is a reference to. I don't know where you were going with this.
If you know, you know.
That's really what it comes down to at that point.
If you know.
This is like that. This is like those. You know what this sounds like? This sounds like, I don't know if you saw that trend where it was like, or you like women used to ask their boyfriend like, if you're in a patch of strawberries, how many strawberries? You never seen that? You look so confused.
I don't know, but you can tell me what it is.
Yeah, it was like you're walking through a patch of strawberries. Like how many strawberries are you like trying to take? It was like, oh, how, like there's a fence, but how it's not that high. How many strawberries you're taking? And like motherfuckers would be like, oh, I take all of them. Or I'll take one, maybe
Oh.
sneak three.
It's like if you know there's a really good strawberry, but it's really hard to get to, but you have a lot of shitty strawberries like that are easy to reach. Are you just gonna grab a bunch of shitty strawberries, or are you gonna get the one good one, right?
No,
It's something like
it
that.
wasn't like that. It was.
It was-
literally-
I read
it was-
something like that.
That's another one, but it was
Oh,
literally
it's
like
another one.
it was like basically how many strawberries you get, like how many partners like you're gonna have. Like it's basically like a cheating metaphor. Like it was like, oh, I don't care how high that fence is, I'm gonna climb it and then get all the strawberries. Like, just
Oh
leave it tied.
yes. No, I'd cheat.
Damn, he grabbing all
Realistic,
those
yeah.
strawberries.
Like I'd cheat. Like I think that's my biggest red flag. Like I'd probably cheat.
Well,
No, I'm joking. I
I
don't
can't
cheat.
believe this.
I've been single for so long. If a woman actually wants to be with me outside of like just my body, then I would hold on to them very dearly. Because I think I'm an okay dude sometimes.
Wow, marvelous.
Yeah.
actually.
I won't have myself too much up, but like I'm okay occasionally.
Yeah, I mean, we could dive into the realm of what is it, gender norms, not gender norms, but like the whole women do this, men should do that kind of thing at home. I feel like you could have that structure at home. Going back to that, I won't get into it now.
What?
Yeah. Like stuff like, oh, if I'm gonna be taking out the trash, you're gonna be the one that's like doing the at home stuff. I'm doing the super hands on stuff. You don't have to worry about that, but I don't want to worry about this either.
That's the thing.
That's the give and take.
I've become like, I don't know if I'm just really like a feminist, but I don't gotta do the like the handsy stuff. Like if you got a cabinet, like you could build that shit, bro. Like you a grown ass woman talking about some I need you. Nah, like you can build that cabinet. You can build that cabinet. You bought a new dresser. You could build that dresser.
Well,
Hear me out. I'm not helping my girl build no dresser. Like you a grown woman. You got a degree. You can go and build that dresser yourself.
You reading the same instructions as me. Like, let's be honest. Like,
Neither of us know how to build this shit. Just because doesn't mean I know how to do this shit.
but we're using the same hammer. No matter how much force you use it, the nail gonna go in.
And
so
the
you
worst
got
part
it.
is that I'm an engineer, so they'll be like, "Oh, but you're an engineer." I'll be like, "Yeah, I'm not a fucking cabinet engineer. Like that's not my job."
Carpenter.
Yeah, I'm not a
Cabinet engineer is crazy.
a wood engineer. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. I would like to do things for my partner, whether it
Oh
be
no,
that,
100%.
But like, I do agree that like on both sides, everybody should have a specific role that they're coming into.
Yeah, I think I think that I just be telling jokes on this podcast, and if you're a woman that's actually interested in me, don't take anything I say serious because I'm just joking.
Yeah, well, before you ruin any chances you have of finding somebody, I think we're gonna be wrapping it up here.
Oh, we are?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, we can do that.
Yeah. Are we not?
I don't.
You have something
I don't
else?
have the laptop.
This is what it feels like.
Well, I don't have the laptop in front of me, so I don't know what the time is. But technically, you never question me when we're ending. So like, I just say we're ending and that's it. But like, I questioned you because I didn't see what time.
Bro, we're literally like at.
Oh
at
shit,
time,
we
yeah.
did good. I didn't even realize. If you guys didn't realize, Kevin had the laptop today.
Yeah, like finally Juan knows what. I know you feel naked right now.
I've been sucking in my gut the whole time, actually. So no one's gonna be able to say anything about my stomach. And if someone does,
nah. We're gonna watch through, and you were caught slipping at some
no,
point.
dude, I've literally been sucking in my gut the whole time. If my face looks skinny, it's because I've been sucking in my cheeks. Knowing that I didn't have anything in front of me, like I wore cargo pants.
You were
today.
fiddling around a lot, right? Like you were just moving your leg.
Nah, I just hold the mic. Really,
Really?
that's all I do.
Nah, we're gonna watch through, and then you.
You go. I listen, but yeah, we're gonna switch it up every so often, see how things work. We're still learning. We're still going. Listen, don't be in our comments trying to pin me and Kevin against each other.
We're
Because
friends.
motherfuckers will get dealt with. That's it. That's it. Y'all will get dealt with.
Is
But
that
no, I'm
simple.
joking.
But
Yeah, we can end it then.
Okay,
I
yeah.
didn't realize that we were so in.
I forget how you usually do this. You're just like, okay, you know what? We'll just see y'all next week, y'all.
Thank you for hearing us
Take
out.
it easy. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. We'll see y'all next Wednesday morning. Have a blessed day, blessed week. Stay happy, and we'll be
Cheat
seeing
on your
y'all.
girlfriend
No, none of
or
that.
partner.
No, please.
Just once. Just to see if the relationship. How do you know your relationship is strong until you cheat? That's what I'm going to leave you with.
Yeah. Goodbye. Mwah.